Oh, no, you can't see me. There we go. That's better. Good evening. How are we doing, everybody? Need to clean my glasses. Welcome in, Cam Jam. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Says we got 5 people. Why aren't the people chatting? Gosh dang. Is that better? That should be better. There we go. Now I can see. All right. Welcome. How we doing today? It appears Matt did some cool stuff to Fish Fam Link that now it recognizes a scheduled stream right away, which is pretty cool. I like that. You don't have to go and add it. I had the link copied and I went to go do it and I was like, oh, I'm already here. That's freaking awesome. He's a nice guy. So yeah, I just finished dinner. I didn't have time for much, so I made some easy mac. And yeah, we were open until 5, so it took 40 minutes to get everybody out of the building. Welcome in, Diane. It took 40 minutes to get everybody out of the building. What a pain that was. And then I had to wrap up and then get drive home. Welcome in, Jenna. You can also look at refresh to see all of the changes he made. Yeah, I do want to do that, but I can't copy it. Can I copy it here? No, I can't copy it there either. I wonder if let me try something here. I don't know what's going to happen when I do this. I've never done this before. Oh, I can't even. Let's try this. There we go. Am I still here? I think I did it. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay, that's pretty freaking awesome. I'll tell you, that Matt's a nice guy. I like him. All right, I'll click around on that later. That's pretty freaking awesome. Welcome in, Johnny. Johnny's got a new logo, I think. And Foxy, what's the latest? Or you're not home, are you? I think you said you were going out. So, I think I mentioned on my last stream, my axolotls gave me eggs. How nice of them. I did not need to have a crap ton of eggs, obviously. I think I tried to keep 12 for me, 12 to 15, roughly speaking. And I shipped the rest to Foxy. Paid $55 for overnight shipping on the 26th. Right off the bat, I figured it's not going to be that quick. We'll run into some issue. And I think I noticed after the fact the receipt said Monday. Well, she did not get them until today. So I think I did a good job of packaging. We'll have to see. She said the temperature was, I think she said it was like 55, which I thought it'd be like in the 30s, so better than I expected. But I'm very anxious to hear how they look. Welcome in, Zenny. Trying to figure out dinner things, but wanted to come remind everyone to hit the like. Well, that's just so very sweet of you. What are our options for dinner? We would be more than glad to help you make that the decision. Foxy just got home. All right, well, hurry up, Foxy. The suspense is killing me. Welcome in, Cody and Mike, Fish Tank Barn. Welcome. You did a great job of packing. they did not do the best job shipping in a timely manner. Well, ain't that the freaking truth? Ain't that the freaking truth? I did an order today, or no, I got an order in today. Which the crazy thing is, that all the way from California, I did an order from Captain's Critters on 2 days ago, probably on Monday. I think I did the order on Monday. That would make sense. And I already got it in today of Daphnia magna, banana worms, anacharis, and she sent me some green water as well. Because I figure these eggs are going to start hatching in a couple days. They're already developing pretty well. So I did not have any proper live foods prepared. I'll be able to do some brine shrimp eggs, but with my schedule and how much I work, I am not able to do them as consistent as I would like to. So I wanted to get some, banana worms in and some Daphnia. Now, I have never successfully cultured Daphnia. What is a good setup for Daphnia? What should I do? How often should I add green water? How much green water should I add? Yeah, what should I do? Oh, wait a second. So yeah. Nancy from Tennessee, welcome in. Good to see you. Cam Jam says I ordered live foods from her too. Great quality cultures. Oh yes, this is probably my third or fourth that I've gotten from her. And I'll tell you, the last time I think I got banana worms and vinegar eels on oats, and those cultures and her assistant, she gave me some guidance, lasted the longest out of any that I have ever had, for sure. Cody says my cell signal just died, getting decent amount of snow. Not sure what's going on. Coworker just said his did the same. Not good. So yeah, what is your advice for Daphnia? I've never successfully kept it going. But I think that would be good. I think between the banana worms, brine shrimp, and Daphnia, I think I should be good for a bit until they switch to worms and pellets. Also some good news. Finally, I haven't had much of that. Since Christmas, the last few days at work, attendance has been extremely well at work. We've been hitting our projected and budgeted numbers, and exceeding them for the most part for the last few days. So that is really good because leading up to Christmas and I think it was the first day after maybe, our numbers were nowhere near where they needed to be. Business has not been good. Um, so having a few good days while it kept me extremely freaking busy, it was good. It was a good problem to have. It was kind of a sign of relief. During that time, I also was actually able to complete a project for my boss, who right now is the executive director. Vice president is executive director, because my boss is gone. So it was a job that my boss should be doing, um, if I had a boss. And I've never done it myself in the past, and I was able to get it done this week, and she was happy with it and sent it off to corporate. So it was a report that I had to do. So got that done. She was happy with that. That was a huge relief for me as well. Foxy says that I'll feed him for the first several weeks. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Nancy from Tennessee says, my life cultures are struggling. The holidays get too crazy for me to remember to care. Yes, that is exactly what happened to me. I had two of the best cultures going, and they got so freaking disgusting. I just threw the whole container away and everything. I think part of the issue in the past is I was not feeding them enough. I think that was what I was doing wrong, maybe. But again, I've never kept Daphnia, and like I've tried, but not very hard. So I really am not positive how I should do it. Cam Jam says, Nancy, I've been struggling trying to keep my worms warm enough in the winter. My house gets cold at night. Okay. I won't have that issue. I heat the basement, so that should be good. That should be sufficient. Nancy says, I hope I can resurrect my Darrows. The Grindles are easy enough to find, not to worry. I need to get some Grindles. I might be able to bring some of them back that I have. Uh, I've given up on white worms. I'm not, I don't, my schedule does not permit me to keep up with them. Um, I kind of wish, and I told Captain Critters this, I really wish a company would offer just reoccurring automatic shipments of live foods on a regular basis. So, like every 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even monthly, whatever, you get a small but loaded culture of them. So, for example, like grindleworms would be perfect. A small container with dirt and all that of grindles, but when you sign up for it, it's economical, and they just automatically send you um, this container. But do it so that um, the shipping is cheap. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean like a really small container, like a soda can size maybe, but loaded with um just loaded with the worms, uh grindle worms, white worms, and give options. So do the small size, but then do a bigger size, and so depending on the number of tanks that they have, um they can choose, small or big, and maybe 1 month it's the big one, the next month it's the small one, so you can restore it or something like that. And then the same thing for like the um, banana worms and micro worms and all of that, just a super small quantity, but automatic. And when you sign up for automatic, it's cheaper. So like I've gone to my one of my go-to places for live foods has always been, I think it's, his name is Paul Pierre. I believe it's Fish Guy 55 on Aquabid, and he has a website as well. And he's a killifish guy, so I really like him. He's taught me a lot of stuff over the years, and I have been buying foods and killifish eggs and stuff like that for years from him. Um, but he's not really interested in doing my idea. In fact, I haven't found anybody yet that is. But it would be good to get an automatic refresh like that. I think it would help. Um, Nancy says my problem is 100% neglect. Yep, same for me. My house stays the same time year round. Jody P is here. Welcome in, Jody. Good to see you. Johnny says that's a really good idea. Yeah, I know. I agree. The worms require more upkeep than fish. Yes, 100%. Johnny says hopefully a store can offer that at some point. Yes, hint, hint, wink, wink. Johnny, Jody, do it. You have the power. Monster Fish Gal, welcome. And Lori, good to see you. Did Johnny just sign up go? I hope so. That would be awesome. To be Scotty's live food dealer. That would be awesome. Fish Guy Place. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes, he is a very nice guy. Very, very nice guy. I actually have not been on his website in a couple months. I need to see what he's doing. I do follow him on Facebook. He does a lot of research and a lot of studies on different live foods and different practices and stuff like that. And it's pretty fascinating. It really is. Okay, everyone's saying hi to each other. Mickham, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hold on, I'm knocking crap over. So this here has a lot of green. And I want to try these because little jerks here, speaking of, here he comes, have some really stinky breath. Come here. So we'll give that to them in a minute. Welcome in, Steven. Johnny loves maintaining worm cultures. Well, you're a special person. Okay. And he goes and eats. Let's open these up. Johnny said cats are supposed to have stinky breath. That's not good. I don't want them to have stinky breath. Hi, Mackie Mac. Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, look, you can see him in the corner of the screen. Well, they don't smell good. Okay. Let's try. Are you going to eat it or you just going to smell it? Okay, they're both eating it. Was that good? Hopefully that makes you smell better. All right. Have you given the cats any of their Christmas treats? No, I'm finishing up the last batch I got. They're right here, though. Oh, sorry, Mac. Didn't mean to do that, buddy. No, you cannot have that. But yes, I will be feeding that to them. I try not to feed too many treats because Mac is a very big cat, but he's the vet said first she's like, "Hi." Ugh. There we go. All right, hold on. Just calm down. We're gonna say hi to the people. Okay. There we go. Say hi to the people. Okay. Very nice. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Hi. You're a good boy, Mackie Mac. Um. So first she's like, "Oh God, he's overweight," and then she started to like palpate him, and she goes, "Oh well, he is. He's just a big cat." I was like, "Yeah, no freaking kidding." But I do need to keep an eye on it. I don't want him to get too big. Um, so I try not to give too many treats. Jody says, but if their breath smells like tuna, I don't eat tuna, so I'm not sure what that would smell like. You don't feed them any tuna or tuna flavored foods. I gotta read the bags. I don't know. I don't think they have tuna. I think it's mostly chicken. Check their gums for redness and swelling. I don't know if they're gonna let me do that, but I'll try. Cats are prone to gingivitis. Oh, great. Just give Cheddar treats. I give them both treats. I can't do one and not the other. Look at that glorious orange cat. Cheddar just such a cutie. Tell Cheddar he's a good cat too. Yeah, asshole. I guess you're good too. Hi, man. What else do I got going on? Let me think here. Talked about work. Talked about the axolotl eggs. Talked about live foods. Um, Coming up, there's a whole weekend of fish meetings. I'm not going to make them all. So, Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, the 9th, is Bucks County. It's Josh Waggard, who I've seen talk probably 3 or 4 times. So, I'm not exactly sure if I'll go to that one. It's after, it would be directly from work. So that drive would kind of suck. And it's a late night. The next day is Mako, which I think I'm going to be able to make it. And then from there, I have to go to work the part time job. And then Sunday is ACM, Aquarium Club of Maryland. And I think I'll be able to do the same thing with that. So both days, Saturday and Sunday, I have to be at work at 6 at the part time job. So I think both days I'll be able to make fish club meetings. And then Monday the 12th is Diamond State. And I am going to miss that because I have to work 2 to 9. So I will not make that one. And then the following week at the full time job is going to suck. I have 2, just because one isn't enough, huge inspections. It's going to suck. Yeah. And I'm working 4 days at the part time job. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to be very good. Any New Year plans, resolutions? Yes. Um, I plan on doing more for me. I want to do some traveling. I want to enjoy fish events. I'm still going to be helping with some. I'm going to be helping with the NEC. Oh boy, there they go. I'm going to be helping with some of their events. I'm vice president of the NEC. I'm vice president of Diamond State. And so, of course, I'll be doing some stuff for them. But that's it. The rest, I just plan on going to club meetings and events and enjoying them for myself. And again, I really want to do some traveling. The problem is with the traveling, trains don't really go west at a high rate of speed. Like, yes, you can wiggle and transfer and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, over 2 days or 3 days, you can get to like central US. But they have these high speed trains on the East Coast that you can get from like the southeast to the northeast in less than a day. You can get from like Philadelphia to Washington D.C. in like an hour, which is fast, you know. And I wish some of those fast trains would go west so that it's easier for me to travel. I'm not able to fly for medical purposes, reasons. So like the next best thing is for me to drive. I do have, because I'm going into my 5th year at the aquarium, I do get a bump up on the amount of vacation time I have. And since I'm not doing the Keystone Clash or ACLC, I have a lot more vacation time that I'm able to use. So now I got to figure out the best ways to, like, how can I get to these places? What's the best way for me to travel? Is it a combination of train and car, or what? You know, it would be really nice if there was like a overnight train that I could sleep on or something like that. But so far, for the places that I really want to go to, there's nothing ideal. Like there is just not a good train to take. And like my best bet's to drive. So it's like, okay, if I'm gonna do a 2-day drive, where's the best place to stay? How much is that going to interfere with the trip? And then it comes down to, like, is it even really worth it? So a lot of factors and stuff like that. But I put in for, and I believe it's been approved, to basically, did I put it in my phone? Let me look here. I don't know if I have it on my phone or not. No, I don't have it on my phone yet. But basically, I plan on going to Nancy's event. Whatever. What's the name of it, Nancy? Your event out there. I'm gonna go to that, most likely. I also want to go to Nashville. I don't know if that's going to be one and the same or 2 separate trips. Bluegrass Bash. There we go. Thank you. I think they're, if I remember correctly, they're super close. So I don't know if I'll be able to link those together. But I absolutely love Nashville. I'd like to be able to spend a little bit more time there. So since I want to spend more time there and I want to go to the Bluegrass Bash, I don't know if there's going to be enough time to do both. So I got to figure that out. I'm going to go to the NEC spring auction in Connecticut. Yes, in Connecticut. I also plan to go to the Poconos probably 2 weekends. I haven't been there in over a year. I really miss it. I used to go there probably once a month or more in the past. So I do miss that. I want to go there. That's a close. I can probably make it there in under 2 hours. So, what were some other events? The Killy convention I have put in time off for. And again, that's going to be these places just are not happening close by. So the travel is the issue. But we'll see what I can do. And also, I would really like to go to Jody's. So, play with all of her toys, spend hours and hours in the warehouse. Just sounds absolutely amazing. So, those are my goals for New Year's. Let's see here. What's your favorite Killy? I love how they look, but I think the annual varieties would just upset me. So, my favorite Killy is the Fundalo Panchex Sporenbergi. It was the first killifish I ever had. It is one of my absolute favorites. I love the coloring of them. They are a non-annual, and yes, I really do like them for sure. Of course, the Blue Galaris is an absolute beautiful one as well. They're just really hard to breed, in my experience. I have bred them, however, they are very tough. But I'll tell you, the popularity of them is increasing, and the price of them is increasing as well. I do currently have a pair of. I don't even know if it's a pair. It might be 2 males in there. I got to check. Oh, excuse me, but I do have some blue glaris that are adults, but I don't think there's a female in there. And then I do have approximately 10, we'll say 5 to 10 of, I forget what strain it is, but I bought eggs and am raising them up. They're just starting to show color. As far as the annuals go, there are some absolute beautiful annuals. What is it? Australorhynchus nigripinus is an absolute beautiful one. I have successfully bred a couple different strains of annual killifish, but not that good at it. Again, just like with live foods, my work schedule just gets in the way of it for sure. Is Scottie's favorite killie the clown killie? No, but I do love it. I do love the clown killie, and yes, Epiplatus annulatus is what they are better known as. Johnny says you should run a fish fam fish club. No, thank you. No, thank you. In fact, I would say some of the issues I've recently run into that caused a lot of stress and heartache for me, I think may have stemmed from fish fam. So, Let's see here. Amtrak goes to Madison, but how long? That's the issue. I think, like, yeah, they go all over, but it takes forever. Absolute forever. The train from Detroit to Chicago is atrocious. It's just, it's much better to drive. Yeah, exactly. One of the things I said to Joe, trying to convince him to go to barbecue, that would be nice. Is it still possible to use Greyhound without being beheaded? So I looked at, I forget where I was trying to go, but I looked at buses, and they take these, like, you can take a bus a long ass ways, but on the way they want to stop, like they want to make 10 stops for like an hour or two or three at a time, and it just makes the trip take forever. Like, why can't there be a bus that just goes back and forth without stopping? They have toilets on them. You know, they got the big buses with the bathrooms on them. You don't need to stop. Just keep going. Um, Johnny's going to Kentucky for some reason. Nice. The Poconos is beautiful. Absolutely. I love the Poconos. I used to, like I said, I used to spend a lot of time there. Um, at my one firehouse, there was an old couple. They have both since passed away. Um, they had a house in the Poconos in Penn Forest, Albrightsville area, um, about 5 minutes from Lake Harmony, probably 10 to 15 minutes from the Pocono racetrack. And I got a job, a part time job that I worked for, and one of their contracts was doing EMS at the Pocono uh, Pocono races. So the first one that I did, I had to rent a place with a bunch of other coworkers for the weekend. And then this couple at the firehouse said, "We have a place there. You don't need to rent one. Just stay at ours. Just take care of it. Leave it better than you found." Okay, that's easy. And then it turned into, they gave me a key and said, "Go there whenever you want. Take care of the property." Because I, full time, I was doing landscaping. Part time, I was working for this EMS company. And they said, "Take care of the property, cut the grass, clean up the leaves, blah, 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 blah. And, keep the house clean, and go whenever you want, free of charge." I was like, sweet. So I did that for years, and then they unfortunately both passed away. So I've only been there once since then, and this was, I would say, in the last 5 years I've only been there once. Yeah. Um. So they, yeah, actually, because the last time, I'll be able to figure this out easily. The last time I stayed there, I actually had a medical emergency and had to go to the hospital by ambulance. And they died right after that. Um, and then I've only been to the Poconos one time since then, and I stayed at a motel. Let's see here. When was that? I'm curious now. Um, there's a specific picture I know I have on my phone from that weekend that will tell me when. Let's see here. There it is. 2020 was the last weekend. It was July 4th weekend. Was the last weekend that I stayed in that house. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm like, hey, knock that off. Um, yeah, I've only been there one weekend since then. All right, you could come to Louisiana and eat real food. That would be nice. Jody deserves free labor. I would love to. Hey, I don't know why he insists on doing that. Come here. Where's the laser? That would get their attention. Here it is. Come on. Why you gotta be difficult? All right. Johnny says, once I move out to Iowa and have an excavation project, I'll let you know. Absolutely. Can we rebrand the Bluegrass Bash to the official Nancy B. Fish Extravaganza? Nancy from Tennessee fish event, I think would be ideal. Okay. I had the Red Lobster seafood boil tonight for dinner. That does not sound good. I am sure the Louisiana version is much better. I'm not sure Scottie could handle Louisiana food. Why not? I'm not sure if I'd find anything to eat in Louisiana. Jenna, milk is too spicy sometimes. Jesus. Spices don't have to be spicy. I've heard of mayo being spicy, but milk is a new low. Okay. A stiff drink sounds great. Did I miss Steven saying stiff drink? Oh, okay. Beto, welcome in. So Scotty should just take a long cross-country road trip to visit all of us. I would like that. The bus driver is also a human. They should have two bus drivers, and they switch off and just keep on driving. A bus, two bus drivers, make sure it has a bathroom, and you just keep on moving. If we lived in China, we'd all be a 2 to 3 hour high speed rail trip from each other. Yeah, yeah, I've heard that. Who was I talking to? I was actually talking about that with someone, and they said that the train system out there was amazing. Brian and I definitely have to visit the peas in their natural habitat at some point. Yes. Yes. 2 to 3 hours, we'd go to many more events. Yeah. Um, have to run. See you, Mike. Cats, like children, will demand the most attention when you're engaging with others. It's a rule in a book somewhere. Yeah, right? They're talking about you. You gonna come up here? Come on. Crypt Keeper, welcome in, Tim. Good to see you. Gonna have a what the freak? Gonna have a Bulldog 2 times spicy ramen for dinner tonight. I don't know what the freak that is. There's Matt. Matt, we were talking about you up above. Um, let's see here. Okay. Trying to take a nap. It didn't work. Well, that sucks. But it's too late for a nap. Called you a nice lady. All right. Have you ever had ramen noodles? No, I have not. Is this going to be a dumpling situation? Probably. I think those are the things that are too high in sodium for me, if I remember correctly. I mean, I can try them. It's not going to kill me, but I probably shouldn't have a lot. Richard, welcome in. Good to see you. Are you guys going to ACM on the 11th? They're already putting some stuff in the auction that has caught my attention. Scottie shouldn't eat ramen from a packet because of the sodium. Yep. He could probably have legit ramen from a restaurant. I wonder if I have. It's like a noodle, isn't it? Like spaghetti? Maybe I have had that. It's raw men. Scotty, please say it right. There's no W in it. It's Ramen. Raymond. Good to hear, Richard. Ramen. 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 Raw men. Ramen. Raymond. It's all the same. Whatever. All right. Matt, when are you going to go to Jody's and do a live stream again? Everybody Loves Raymond. That's a TV show. I think I've heard of that. Um, yeah, Matt, you got to go back to Jody's and help her and do a live stream since Johnny's taken forever to sell his house. She needs you. And I enjoy watching those videos, those tours. He's going to be too busy kissing and bagging fish next time he's at Jody's to go live. Multitask. Set the camera up and do your thing. You know? All right. I know what I was going to talk about. So I'm very, 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 very slowly setting up the shrimp room for streaming. I did get something in the mail yesterday. Turned out amazing. I'm very excited for it. That I'll have for when I do the stream in there to show off. So we'll keep that as a surprise, but I'm super excited for it. The fish tank, the 36 or 46 bow front, the water is out of it now. All that's left in it is the substrate, which that's going to be a pain in the ass to take out. Um, and then I can take that tank and stand out of there, and I'm going to probably set that up as a saltwater tank. One of these years. And then I picked up a stand at the Diamond State meeting um, that I'm going to probably set up in there. Think. I think we'll see. Um, and then I just got to straighten up a little bit. I have a couple more things to finish hanging up in there, and I think I have the snack table. I got the recliner. I'm gonna try and find my laptop and or tablet, and I think I'll use those for streaming in there. We'll see. I gotta try it. See how that turns out. But that should be happening soon. So um, we can hopefully get that going. I also still would like to find a camera that I don't like the camo app. Maybe I'll reach out to Geek Boy. He's a nice guy. I would like to find a camera that can connect via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, I guess, that I can put in other rooms that can connect to. What are you doing? To this. Um, so like yeah, I got my camera here that's connected via USB. Um, but that doesn't do me any good. Like I'd like to be able to sit here and have it down there. Um, in one of those rooms, the basement or the shrimp room, ideally. Um, but I have not been able to find something like that. All right, let's see here. Up here go the fireworks. I should probably give the cats extra catnip tonight. Okay, let's see here. All right. Matt's talking about my Delaware accent. And Matt has a fat orange kitty too. Cheddar is not fat. Cheddar is very skinny. It's Mac who's fat. Do you have any old cell phones? Um, maybe one, but I don't have a charger for it. I don't know what I did with it either. Those could connect to it. How? Oh, she uses camo though. Jenna. That's how Jenna does. Jenna uses camo. I hate that. You can use a phone as an IP camera connected to OBS. I don't know what that means. Peplin's here. Hi, Brian. My cell was originally my pager number. Lord have mercy. Okay, Matt's gone for a walk on the farm. Okay. I still paid you all the time, Brian. Yeah, I don't know. I have extra USB cameras, but they don't do me any good down there. I guess I could set up like the laptop and have it join the stream maybe. Um on StreamYard. Maybe that would work. I don't know. Don't know. So yeah, let's see what am I streaming next. Let's look at that real quick. Hi, Mackie Mac. I will not be streaming on Monday. I will not be streaming next Wednesday. I will not be streaming the following Monday. The following Wednesday, Wednesday the 14th, will be the next time. So a week off, it looks like. And then after that, probably not till the 26th. Good grief. Yeah. I have been trying to do a short a day every night. Of from work, from fish rooms that I visited, from fish stores, from my fish rooms, and it's I've been doing relatively good with it, which is good, and I think it helps the channel. Like I've gained some subs. I'm at 746 subs, so I've gained in the last 28 days 16 subs. Some of these shorts, in my opinion, for me at least, are doing really good. I did one the other day. They got 1.4 thousand views. There was another one that did really good. Let's see here. 1.4, 1.3, 1.5, 1.2, 1.8, 1.2. So it's helping. I'd like to get to the 1,000 mark, but I'm only at 746 right now. So, but I think the daily shorts are helping. Every day I try to either do a live stream or a short is the goal. Matt was going to live tonight and putting the new site live. Yes, you should. I like that idea. You have to put out AI slop. That is what the algorithm is pushing these days. Yeah. I don't foresee me doing that. We'll just slowly get to 1,000. I mean, I'm further along than I thought I would be, so we'll see. All right. I have been going for an hour. So that was an accomplishment. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. And I don't know if there's anything else. I think that was everything. Yeah. All right. I think that's good. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate it. 30 more minutes till Rico. Well, Nancy, what are we going to talk about for 30 minutes? I don't know. There is a rinder to check the chickens. I don't know what that means. Jen and Matt's going to do that. I don't need to do that. So, all right. I'm going to see if I set up the outro right. Let's try it.